lunch is looking good.
Good morning, guys. Welcome to a new vlog. Today is Saturday. I'm just getting ready to go study. I don't know if I'm gonna go to the library or if I'm gonna go to like a coffee shop or to the Boston Public Library. I have no clue. I'm just going off vibes this morning. I'm feeling kind of sick a little bit. That's why I sound very like nasally, but I just wanted to come introduce the vlog and just let you guys know what's going on today. Today is just gonna be a day in the life, just today. And I'm just gonna be studying and just like going through my study flow as of now. So today I have a lot to catch up on for my class. So, oh, I'm so sorry, so rude. My name is Talasia. Thank you for clicking on this video if you are new, or even thank you for clicking on this video if you are returning. Make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe and all that good stuff. I am a non-traditional pre-med student. I'm currently getting my MBS. So I'm in my first year at Tufts University in Boston. Okay. But yeah, we have exams next week, next Friday. So today I was originally scheduled to take a full-length exam, but that was always dependent on how I felt about classwork, because today is going to be like the last main, weekend that I have. Well, this is the last weekend I have before exam. So I just want to make sure that I am okay with like my actual exam stuff that's closer before I like dig into MCAT. So I was going to take a full length today, but I pushed it to next week, next Sunday. I'm going to take it next Sunday because next week on Saturday I'm busy, but next week on Sunday I'm going to take my full length and I'm going to review it Monday and Tuesday, because at that point we have exams like further away. Push our full length back, and today we're going to catch up on physiology. Honestly, we're going to catch up on everything because I don't even know how I feel behind, because I was doing so good at staying on track. Like I wasn't going to lecture in person because it doesn't help me, but I was watching lecture when I got home. So when I got home and checked my notion and saw that I was like 7 classes behind, I'm like, how? how is that possible? So we got to catch up on all of that. So mainly physio, because physio and pathology kind of overlap, and ICM I do need to do some ICM, but I don't think it'll take that long and that much like effort to do. So today mainly physio, but we're gonna hit everything today, but mainly physio, and we're gonna do some MCAT studying today. So we're gonna do like 8 hours today, probably like 10 hours today. I don't know. I honestly was trying to hit 40 hours of study time on my Flora app, but I'm only at like 9, so I don't think I'm going to hit it in 2 days. I'll be putting all this on just to like sit in a room by myself all day. But like, you never know who you're going to meet. I might meet my husband in my room. He might knock on my door and be like, hey, you have a whiteboard marker? I'll be like, yes, I do have one. You can take that one. I have 2. I have extra. He'd be like, thank you. Can I get your number? I'm like, of course. He'd be like, I'll call you. Let's go on a date tomorrow. I'd be like, oh, my hair. He'd be like, girl, your hair is fine. And I'll be like, oh, okay, where are we going? And he'll be like, I'll text you. And I'll be like, okay. You know? So, honestly, I do like to do this for myself, though. Like, I think I'm at the age where I like to, like, look put together when I go out. So like, even I'll put my stack on, my rings on, and some earrings. Like, I always make sure I have that, and I always make sure like I put on like this, my Anastasia Beverly Hills skin tint. I don't wear foundation anymore, but that skin tint, chef's kiss. I put it on, and it's just like it gives like skin, but better than skin. And then I also like the Patrick Ta's blush, and I also like Juvia's Place blush, but Juvia's Place is a little too pigmented. This like dulls out a little bit more, so I like this, and this is in the shade She's Wanted. Okay, so I like this. I like these two. I like to look better than I feel, and I feel very tired, but I want to look like energized. Sometimes I put on concealer, sometimes I don't. It just depends on the day. My scent of the day is Forever Mood, I Am Her. So y'all get the vibe like I am her, she is wanted. That's my mood, that's my mood, okay? Make sure my dog isn't like in my face, so I won't get him sick. And what glasses I'm gonna wear, because I have on a pretty basic outfit. Probably put these on because just for like a little print, a little something in my outfit. And honestly, I think I've been getting headaches because I haven't been wearing my blue light glasses. I've been wearing my regular glasses, but my regular glasses just help me see distance, and I have been close up to my computer, so I haven't been needing distance. So I'm gonna bring blue light today. So let's do these. I need an actual like white. Maybe I'll get some from a story pass. Okay. I was like, why is that like that? Do I want to wear these? Oh, maybe I should wear these. Y'all, I didn't drink any water yesterday. It was embarrassing. So embarrassing. Let's do these. These are a little bit more subtle. Okay. We're gonna check Omega out. We're gonna go to class or go to school. Go study. We're gonna go study. And then I'll see y'all later. We're gonna try this. This is especially vanilla oat milk latte. This was $10. I don't even know where to put you guys so that I can just talk. Let's go over here. I just got sleepy, more so because of my medication, and I honestly, guys, I think I'm gonna stop it because it's defeating the purpose. Like, okay, I'm not as jittery anymore, but I'm also not getting my work done because I'm exhausted. But I just ate breakfast. First of all, I went to Whole Foods. I don't know why I do this to myself every time. Like, I know that Whole Foods is expensive. I tried that latte that I showed y'all. I didn't even get a chance to like show you guys the actual latte they gave me. Because for one, they were so rude. Like, every time I go in Whole Foods, the one by the school, and try to order like coffee, they are always so rude to me. And I don't know what it is, because like don't be rude to me. I didn't do anything to you. Like, and it's very early. Like, it's 8 o'clock in the morning. Why did you wake up on the wrong side of the bed? Like, nobody told you to apply here. Nobody told you to work today. In this economy, you should be happy you have a job. You should come to your job happy. You should be happy because you are the very first thing people see in the morning. Like, sometimes if people see you and you're having a bad day and you give them that energy, they're gonna have a bad day as well. So like, I just feel like if you're like the first person someone comes into contact with in the daytime, like, you should be happy. Like, anyway, so I got that vanilla oat milk brew, something like that. It was not good. First of all, it wasn't good because she didn't mix it. She put all the vanilla at the bottom. She didn't mix it. And I'm like, wait, it tastes like nothing. Like, it's very nasty. But it started getting good when I was like almost done with it, because I started tasting like the vanilla finally. And I'm like, it's not bad, but like I wouldn't buy it again. Like, no, I would not buy it again. So I got that. I obviously drank it because it was like $7 for this little thing. I could have went to Starbucks and got a venti for the same price and been like jumping off the wall. But I wanted to go to Whole Foods and like try something new, and that's what I get. But I drank it, $7, not wasting my money. I also was hungry because when I take my medication, my ADHD medication that they prescribe me, I'm on a non-stimulant, I get very sleepy. So when I take it, I have to drink caffeine to like kind of balance me out, but it also makes me nauseous, so I have to eat to kind of like overcome that. But then throughout the day I'm not hungry. Like, it's just, I don't like it. I don't think I like it anymore. It just makes my body feel weird, and I haven't been taking it for the past couple of days, and I've actually been doing good. So I don't know why I took it this morning, but I got some breakfast. Like, I got one piece of French toast, some fruit, some bacon, and some eggs. That was $10. I should have just stayed home at this point because I have all of that at home that I could have cooked. But that's besides the point. The money has been spent. I have eaten, and it's fine. It was actually really good. I am watching a vlog. Some girl I found, Katie Song. She's like studying and stuff, and I was writing down my. Oh, what is that, child? Oh, Lord. My program director gave me this because he couldn't find me a whiteboard, but I was writing down my to-do list for today in my planner. If you guys haven't seen this already, I have this planner from Papier. I customized it on the website. It just says, "A year I do hard things," and it has Isaiah 41:10 Bible verse right here. This is the front, obviously. This is the back of it. So I'm gonna read you guys my to-do list, and please prepare yourself. Okay, so physio. Female reproduction, female repro, male repro, transport of potassium, and then practice questions on all the lectures that I've done so far. So far I've done, urinary organization, and structures and systems, something like that. I've done transport of sodium and chloride, and it was a lecture in between those two. I've done 3 lectures, and then I'm about to do these. So what's that? 5 lectures, and then I'm gonna do a bunch of practice problems. So I'll probably do like 20. That's pushing it. 20 is definitely pushing it. I was about to say 20 per lecture. Honestly, why not? I'll just do a 100 question exam today for like physio, what I've learned so far. And then for pathology, we have to watch. Basically, for pathology, we're watching our TA reviews, and we're going to whiteboard everything out. So endocrine 1, endocrine 2, blood 1, blood 2, and male repro. And then for ICM, which is Intro to Clinical Medicine, we have a OSCE, like we have a fake, I wouldn't say fake, but we have like a mini OSCE on next Tuesday. So I need to make sure I have all of this down today because I want to practice on like people, my friends, Omega, anybody. I want to practice today and tomorrow and make sure I have everything down, because when I go in that room, I want to make sure I'm, exuding doctor, I'm exuding physician, I'm exuding Talasia MD. So that is on the list for ICM. And that's not even including like MCAT. That's just coursework. So we're gonna try to knock all of this out while I'm here, and then when I get home, I have to like do my friend's hair, I think, and we're gonna do some MCATs at home. So that is our very long to-do list for today. I'm about to pray. I'm about to pray over the study session and get to it. I think I want to start with just watching the TA review from yesterday because I missed it. So we're going to start with that, and then so that's patho. Because I always start with physio first, I want to start with patho today. So we're going to do patho first today, and then it's so many vlogs. As soon as I need to study, it's so many vlogs available for me to watch. We're going to do patho today, and we're going to do patho first today, and then we're going to do physio and then ICM, just because ICM shouldn't take that long. But I didn't read my Bible today. That's horrible. I feel so bad. I did not read my Bible today, but okay, yeah. I'm about to pray and then study, so I will catch up with you guys in a second.
Puberty toward the adult stages, there's always an increase in testosterone numbers.
During the stages of puberty, so like stages 1 through 5 of puberty for men, does FSH and LH levels stay around the same?
Hey! So during puberty, FSH and LH levels in boys do increase, but they don't stay the same. In the early stages, you might not see a big jump, but as puberty progresses, both hormones rise significantly, peaking around mid to late puberty to support testosterone production and the development of secondary sexual characteristics.
So around stage 4 of puberty, FSH and LH are the same, and then FSH will stay relatively low while LH surges up in adulthood.
So during stage 4 of puberty, both FSH and LH levels are higher than in early stages, but LH usually does surge more significantly as you get closer to adulthood. FSH doesn't remain low, but it does tend to be relatively stable compared to the peak in LH. This balance supports ongoing testosterone production and sperm maturation into adulthood.
What does Leydig cells do again?
Leydig cells are responsible for producing testosterone. They get stimulated by LH and release testosterone, which is essential for developing male secondary sexual characteristics and maintaining reproductive function.
Listen, I don't do anything for the men. I do it all for the girls. Okay? I thought, okay, so we have the vagina, we have the cervix, endometrium, myometrium, stuff like that. We have the uterus. I thought that the egg, the ovum comes, goes through the fallopian tube, and it meets the, like, I thought it was just like floating. I thought it was just like floating, kind of like in the uterus, right? So like the uterus is like a cone-shaped thing. So like if like the fallopian tubes, and you have the uterus, and I thought the egg just kind of like comes in and like floats around. But why would it float around? Because it's not even fluid in the freaking uterus. But like I thought it. Let me ask Chatina while I'm describing what I'm thinking about, so she can clarify. Chatina is ChatGPT, by the way. Hey Chatina, so okay, listen to this. So I thought, so when the ovum comes, it goes through the fallopian tube. I thought that the sperm travels up the vagina and through the uterus, and I thought like the ovum and the sperm would meet in the uterus, and like the uterus, like the ovum is just like kind of floating, like dancing around, having a good time in the uterus, and then the sperm comes and like kind of like bumps into her, and then they start dancing, and then they implant in the wall of the uterus, right? But does the ovum kind of stay in the fallopian tube, and then the sperm flows up the uterus, goes to the fallopian tube, and meets the egg there, or the ovum there, and then like kind of once it's like fertilized, then it travels down to the uterus and implants?
Haha, I love the dancing analogy. Released from the ovary and hangs out in the fallopian tube, sperm travels up the vagina, through the cervix and uterus, and meets the egg in the fallopian tube. Fertilization usually happens there. Then the fertilized egg.
Wait, Chatina. So, okay, so it's kind of like the sperm. Okay, so it's kind of like the ovum is kind of waiting in the fallopian tube for the sperm to come. It's kind of like a girl waiting in a car for the man to come open the door before going in.
Aha, yes, that's a cute way to think about it. The ovum is chilling in the fallopian tube, and the sperm has to make that journey up to meet her there. Once they connect, they continue the journey together to the uterus for implantation. Teamwork.
Wow. I was today years old when I found that out.
It's always cool to learn something new. The body's...
Hey y'all, first of all, I have been like watching lectures honestly, first of all, I thought I missed so many lectures, but when I was like looking at them, I was like, wait, I have been here. I've done this before. So I've just been rewatching lectures, and it's all of a sudden 1:30. Where did time go? I got here at like, I, I want to say I started studying or I started stuff here at like 9:30. Time flew by. I don't feel like I've gotten anything done. But that's besides the point. I'm wasting more time telling y'all that. But I'm going back over, actually going over the stuff actively. I'm going through the lecture, writing stuff down, talking to Chatina, all that kind of stuff. This is the male, this is a female. I think what I want to do is, I wish I brought my things so I could put y'all here, but I think what I want to do is I want to go through both lectures together, like male and female together, and just note the differences between the two. So like, especially with this pathway, like the, what is it called, the hypothalamo pituitary pathway or whatever. So that's why I'm doing both of those side by side. Women, we so complicated, but it's okay. I'm about to do the women now, so I thought I'd just pick y'all up, and I just made space in my memory card. So I wanted to just let y'all see like how I go through my flow of studying. I don't know where to really put y'all because I don't want my camera to fall. But if you are new here, I love me some Chat GPT down. Like, if I have a question, I'm going to chat. And I call her Chatina. That's how locked in we are. So I've been talking to her. I made a physio, like, I'll show you guys how to make one of these, but I made a little thing for our entire class. So I upload, this is a horrible angle, but I upload like our lectures and stuff, our lectures, our syllabus, and my professor's like transcript from lecture, what she says. I upload that to Chat GPT, and then basically if I have any questions, what they'll do is they'll pull the information from the lecture, from the transcript, and from the syllabus, and tell me what the professor says and what I need to know. So I like that. I'm really mad I haven't been using that like since the beginning, but it's okay. We got it now, so we'll use it in med school. But right now what I'm doing is I'm just going through, and if I have any questions or like clarification and stuff like that, then I'll just, ask Chatina and she'll let me know. I also just talk to Chatina and just like mind dump a little bit to make sure I have everything right in my head before I like solidify it. So basically what we've learned so far, since y'all were not here with me, is we went over the male part. So basically you have your hypothalamus, you have your anterior pituitary. Your hypothalamus is going to secrete gonadotrophin releasing hormone, and that's going to stimulate your anterior pituitary, and your anterior pituitary is going to secrete FSH and LH. FSH, remember the S. FSH is going to stimulate your Sertoli cells. You can remember that because S and S, I love to like do stuff like that to remember. If there's one letter that's the same, that's how I'm going to remember it. So FSH does Sertoli cells, and Sertoli cells does spermatogenesis, right? SSS, a lot of S's, right? So Sertoli cells actually do a lot. They do spermatogenesis, they secrete estrogen binding proteins, they secrete aromatase, they secrete inhibitin and activin, and inhibitin. It's inhibitin. So it's aromatase, inhibitin, estrogen binding protein, and spermatogenesis is what FSH does. So inhibitin is secreted because the professor said that you basically can't, so it's a feedback loop, right? So you basically can't, the body can't know like, oh, I have enough sperm, like I've produced enough sperm, like me stop. So basically is it snowing? It's literally snowing. Yesterday I had my legs out, but the body can't really pick up on the amount of sperm that men produce. So the FSH cells will secrete inhibitin, right? How did I remember this? I think that's the women. Yeah, that's the women. That's activin. But okay, FSH cells secrete inhibitin. Inhibitin, is that the right word? I don't want to look. I'll put it on the screen because I don't want to turn around and look. FSH secretes inhibitin. Inhibitin does the feedback loop, negative feedback loop to the hypothalamus. To the anterior pituitary. Which one is it? Anterior pituitary. Okay, so inhibitin, is it inhibitin? Inhibin does negative feedback on anterior pituitary. Inhibin, negative feedback, anterior pituitary. Okay, the rest of that was right though. Okay, so like we said earlier, aromatase, or we said that FSH, the Sertoli cells, also secrete aromatase. Aromatase is an enzyme that can take testosterone and turn it into estrogen, right? So on the other side we have LH. I'm trying to see if I missed anything. So androgen binding protein. It kind of like what Chatina just told me. It's like a reservoir for testosterone. So it keeps testosterone available for like spermatogenesis. It also, yeah, that's what it is. So then we go on the other side with luteinizing hormone, or LH, and that is just going to, LH does the Leydig cells. So LH, Leydig cells does testosterone. I feel like I can remember that, but I also feel like my mind is trying to make me remember testosterone and Leydig. Like, I don't know why some laying down testosterone. I don't know. The way my mind be like piecing stuff together be so weird, but like, okay. Leydig cells secretes androgens, or mostly testosterone. Testosterone does the feedback as well on, testosterone does feedback on both, on hypothalamus and anterior pituitary, while and it also stimulates the Sertoli cells as well. Yes, testosterone stimulates Sertoli cells as well. And they said it was like for communication. It was to keep that androgen binding protein reservoir full. And it was one more thing why testosterone stimulates Sertoli cells, but I can't think of it right now. And then testosterone obviously can be converted into estrogen via aromatase. Make sure that's right. Yeah, okay. So testosterone does both. Testosterone does negative feedback on anterior pituitary and on the hypothalamus. Testosterone, you trying me. 2-year-olds will try you. 2-year-olds will try you. It does feedback on 2 different things. 2-year-olds do be trying you. Well, how do I remember testosterone? I don't know. We'll come back to it. But that's basically how my mind works. I need to take this charger back in a little bit. I wish I could put y'all somewhere where y'all would like see me, but I might just have to put you right here. So sorry, Brenda, but you're gonna have to see my behind. Maybe right here. I want to get food, but I'm not that hungry. So let me just not eat. I'm gonna turn. So we're doing the female, who's way more like complex. So we said we're going to start with FSH, so anterior pituitary releases FSH, which goes to granulosa cells. So we can remember FSH, granulosa cells because of the S's in both. Just like we remember Sertoli and FSH in the men. So granulosa cells are going to release estrogen. and granulosa cells are also going to release some inhibins. And they're also going to release some activins. So they got activins, they have inhibins. So FSH does a bunch. FSH stimulates a bunch of stuff because over here FSH is like very heavy. Over here FSH is very heavy as well, while LH only does like one or two things. Okay, boom. Okay, so granulosa cells does inhibins, does activins, does estrogen, and also progestin, which is progesterone, I do believe. Oop, it's not the same as progesterone. Look at me trying to run my mouth real quick. It's related to progesterone though. Progestins are synthetic compounds destined to mimic the actions of natural progesterone. So while all progestins act on progesterone receptors, so it's basically like progesterone's copier. So it's basically like a mini progesterone. Okay, so granulosa cells, they do inhibin, they do activins, they do progestin, and also estrogen. So we have, so inhibins, it inhibits obviously. So what does it inhibit? Let's see. Inhibits anterior pituitary. Okay, and then we have activins. So activins are going to have a positive feedback on the anterior pituitary. How can we remember that? You get active because activins are going to be released during pregnancy. It has a positive feedback on your anterior pituitary because it is released during pregnancy. And how did you get pregnant? Because you were active. So if you got pregnant because you were active, you have to keep this on because now you have to bear the weight of that baby. Okay, and inhibins base are obviously going to inhibit. Another thing I just realized is FSH does not do negative feedback on the hypothalamus. Only LH does feedback on the hypothalamus. So FSH doesn't even do feedback on the hypothalamus. Because even if you look over here at the men, but yeah, over here, the FSH is only inhibiting the anterior pituitary. Okay, there. I love when I put two and two together, you know. Let me write that down so I don't forget, actually. So we said FSH only acts or feedback on anterior pituitary, And we also said that FSH does more or stimulates more things. Because luteinizing hormone L, lazy. They're lazy. They are lazy. Okay, so FSH, granulosa cells. How do we remember granulosa? Because it's an S. S in granulosa, F in FSH, S in Sertoli in the men. Let me move y'all over here. I feel like I'm yelling at y'all. Okay, so F in granulosa, F in FSH, F in Sertoli. That's how I remember FSH. FSH only stimulates what? Or only does feedback on what? The anterior pituitary. And LH doesn't stimulate a lot of things because they are lazy. So in the females, assigned female at birth, and the females, LH is going to act on theca cells. LH is going to act on theca cells. Theca. LH, theca. L theca. L theca. LH theca. LH theca. Okay, we'll have to figure it out later. So it's going to act on theca cells. Theca cells are going to secrete androgens. And theca cells also do progesterones. But androgens are going to act on granulosa cells. Let's put that over here then. Androgens are going to act on granulosa cells. Just like over here, our androgens acted on Sertoli cells. So, okay, kind of makes sense, but we'll figure out why in a little bit. So we have this line from LH to granulosa cells. So does LH also stimulate granulosa cells? That's Shatina, because I'm puzzled. Does in the female, does LH in the female, does LH stimulate or act on granulosa cells as well?
Does act on granulosa cells, but yes, in females, luteinizing hormone LH primarily acts on the theca cells in the ovary to produce androgens. However, it also has a role in the later stages of follicular development where it can act on granulosa cells. This happens particularly after the follicle is more mature.
Wait, can you start over? My mind went blank.
No worries. In females, luteinizing hormone, or LH, mainly acts on the theca cells in the ovary to produce androgens. Then these androgens are converted to estrogens by granulosa cells. Later in the cycle, LH also helps with ovulation and forming the corpus luteum, which secretes progesterone.
Okay, so LH mainly works on theca cells. Theca cells does androgens. Androgens go to granulosa cells and are converted to estrogen.
Exactly.
Okay, so does the granulosa cells have the aromatase that's needed to take testosterone or androgens to estrogen?
Yes, exactly. Granulosa cells have the aromatase enzyme, which converts androgens like testosterone into estrogens. So it's a team effort between the theca and granulosa cells.
Okay, so I'm kind of confused on why my professor has like a dotted line from LH to granulosa cells.
The the dotted line might be indicating that LH has a secondary or less direct role with granulosa cells. Early in the cycle, LH mainly acts on theca cells. Later, as the follicle matures, LH does influence granulosa cells more, especially in the luteal phase. So the line might show that connection is present, but not the primary target.
Okay, so LH has a secondary effect on granulosa cells during luteal phase. That's a lot of L's. Okay.
Got it.
Let me finish up this thought and then I'll go take this charger back. Actually, I don't even know what time I went and got it. I'm gonna take it back. Because the next time I am late, they're gonna freaking tell the university. I'm gonna take it back now. BRB. Before I erase it, I wanted y'all to see my beautiful, beautiful work. Okay? I actually just recorded something, like a 7-minute video. I'm gonna actually include it because I recorded it for TikTok because y'all were charging and I didn't want to wait. So I'll just include that video because I think it was so funny how I just kind of, well, y'all got the longer version of what I was trying to put together in my head about how to remember this stuff, but I just kind of recorded a condensed version. But yeah, that took a very long time for me to do that. And you know what? I'm not even, it's raining. I'm honestly not even going to keep getting mad if it takes me a long time to like learn something because I mean, I can't get it in 2 seconds, you know? So I need to stop saying that it took a long time. It took the time that it needed to take for me to learn it. And now that I took the time to learn it and actually like remember it and find ways to remember it, I won't forget it. So it's like, I'm doing it quality over quantity. My study, I'm doing quality over quantity. Okay, so let's go through these. I was about to walk to get food, but I'm not gonna walk in this rain to get food and then walk in the rain to go home as well. So that's a wrap. I will starve. But this is how long I've been studying so far. 1 hour and 27 minutes. I originally had it set for 30 minutes, but I just kept it rolling. Hey y'all, so I've been home for a little bit. I have just been like watching YouTube, like trying to nap a little bit or just like close my eyes. But my friend is on her way because I need to fix her hair for tomorrow's brunch. So I might as well just get up and like straighten up a little bit before she get here. But y'all, I'm exhausted. I studied. I feel like I finished nothing today. Like, I was in the library for hours on hours, I feel like. And I don't know what I can show y'all that I finished. I feel like I was just, I don't know. Like, was I really in the library from 8 to 4 and did nothing? I look like that man on Penny Proud. The basketball man. Dr. Wizard, Mr. Wizard, Kelly. But, like, I was there all day. But, like, I don't have nothing to show for it. I didn't even finish. Okay, let's not say that because I did finish the hypothalamic pituitary axis, so I got that. Okay, let's not say that. Let's not say we didn't do nothing because we did finish half a lecture. We watched 3 lectures and we finished like really actively going over half of one, which was the male reproductive system. So I feel like I'm in a good place. But I do need to do a lot more tonight. Like, it's either I need to finish physio after I finish her hair. Hopefully this doesn't take a long time. But like I need to finish physio, like all of physio tonight, get a good handle on it. So like next week I can just be fine tuning things. And then I need to watch my pathology TA review. Honestly, I might be listening to it while I'm doing her hair or something. Like, I need to be doing some type of studying. I think that's going to be, yep, we're about to study. She don't know it yet, but we're about to study. That's going to be my thing. We're going to have to study something together while, like, I'm going over this stuff. While I'm doing her hair. I'm really, really tired. But how was y'all today? What did y'all do today? Comment down below. I listen to the same songs getting ready. But Tommy Zuko always on the mix. While I'm getting ready, I just want to talk about the fact that I have really, like, God is so good, because I used to be the type of person who loved to listen to drill music. And when I say drill music, I mean like Lil Defoe, I mean like King Von, Lil Durk, like just aggressive music that just glorify like killing and selling drugs and stuff like I might not look like I love me some, I may not look like I enjoy like drill music. But like honestly, I don't know, I might look like a little rough around the edges, like I like some drill music, but like I loved me some drill music. Like that was the only thing I listened to. And honestly, I had an ex-boyfriend, and he was like, the only people I listen to is people who have a chance of getting killed or going to jail. And I'm like, whoa, I don't like that. But I still listen to it. Like I still listen to drill music. But like ever since I've been taking my walk with like God seriously, music, like secular music that has, I've cut out a lot of people. So like if anyone says anything about anything, like if anything someone says feels like weird in my spirit, I don't listen to that song. And then I cut out artists like Summer Walker, because honestly I've cut out Summer Walker, Beyonce, I don't listen to as much. Because like Summer Walker, she like posted a picture or something, she was like worshiping, like she doesn't worship God. So I already know like her music is the opposite of what I need to be listening to. And honestly, I saw a post that was like Summer Walker only talks about like being sad, crashing out and stuff like that. So of course that's like the spirit you're inviting into your life. So of course you're gonna feel that way. So like ever since I love me some Summer Walker, I'm okay. But like I don't listen to her anymore. I don't listen to Beyonce anymore. Yeah, I don't know. I don't listen to a lot of those secular artists anymore. Even like people like Drake, I've cut back a lot on listening to Drake. Like yeah, I listen to his new album and stuff, but it's like some songs in there I just don't listen to because they use God's name in vain. Like I know the music is like I shouldn't be listening to him anyway, but like I feel like I have to be proud of where I've come from, because I used to like only listen to secular hard music, a lot about sex. I don't listen to music that glorifies sex as much anymore. Like anything that makes me uncomfortable in the spirit, I just don't engage in. And I'm just really proud of myself for like not fighting that and like actually realizing that it's bothering my spirit and actually listening to the Holy Spirit. Okay, so like yeah, I think I told y'all I wanted to go to that Chris Brown concert, but like I feel like I got convicted and I was like, yeah, let me just not even go. Because I wanted to go to his concert last time, but I was remembering like all the gyrating and stuff that he does, and I'm like, bruh, but I really do want to go, but I just feel like if I go, I would just be like not listening to the Holy Spirit. So I'm just like, let me just not even get in trouble. Let me just start listening to the Holy Spirit and just, you know, being a good daughter. Because obviously it was put on me like, girl, you're not going there. You're not going there. So let me just listen. Let me just listen. But yeah, I listen to a lot of like, I know when I get ready and I'm like recording, y'all hear me play the same songs over and over and over, because I just really like those songs. Like they give like, honestly I'm on the fence, because some of this Christian rap music, it puts me in the spirit. I paused that song because it was kind of putting me in the spirit of like, okay, this is giving drill. So I wasn't really listening to his words. I was more so listening to the beat. And I just feel like if I'm going to listen to a song that glorifies God, then I need to be listening to the song, to the lyrics that are glorifying God. If that makes sense. I don't know if that makes sense or not. But like some of this Christian rap music, it's just very, I don't know, I feel like I catch myself like gyrating a little bit, and I shouldn't be when I'm talking about God. So I be having to like really monitor how that song is making me act, if that makes sense. So I think I put way too much over here, but I'm getting ready. If y'all can hear that, my roommate just started blending something, but I'm getting ready to go to a brunch today, and I love to film content when I have no time. So I'm filming this for my vlog. This is the one size ultra pink. This Get Ready With Me has been everywhere. I done changed locations, changed vibes. But ultra pink, y'all, I love this stuff so bad. But we're getting ready. It's raining so bad. Getting ready to go to brunch. I honestly have not been to brunch since I've been to Boston. Well, yes, I have. I've been to once with my friend Alex. My classmate Alex. But I wouldn't really say that was a brunch because I didn't get a mimosa. So today we're having brunch with the girls for her birthday. I'm excited. I actually did her hair last night. And now I have to like everyone is asking me to like help them fix stuff. And I'm like, have I really hit that stage where like I'm like, you know how you take everything like to your grandma, like you need to get stuff hemmed, and like your grandma just know how to fix everything? Like, have I really hit that stage? Or is it because I'm country? Or is it because, I don't know, I just feel like I've hit that stage. Like, you know how you go to your grandma and she got like everything in her pocketbook? Like, I feel like I'm the type of friend who has everything. My friends think I have everything in my pocketbook because like my other friend the other day, she came to me and she asked me if I had toothpicks, like tooth floss in my purse. And I'm like, you know what? I meant to put some in there today, but I definitely forgot. So maybe I am that person. And honestly, that's not a bad thing. I need to get a video of this makeup. So for my get dressed with me, I kind of want to do it like I did it the other day. Oh, that was too much. Kind of want to do it like I did it the other day, but I kind of want to have this like 90s vibe because the outfit is kind of like 90s vibe. So I want to that mustache is crazy.
Personal moving and storage team.
Okay, I'm about to take my hair out and let's just hope and pray that it turns out right, okay? Because if it does not, I'm gonna be sick. Bruh. It stretches. It's okay. It's whatever. We're not going to stress about it. I need to... cooking at 10:35. It's crazy, but I just took my rollers out. Oh, I gotta stop because I'm messing up my parts. Oh, okay. I took my rollers out. Let me actually do a little more hairspray. I'm gonna have to do my lip gloss again. Okay. Ooh. These shoes are loud. Period. Happy birthday, Raven. That vine. She's always late. You be like that. You look nice.
Andrea, so let me tell you, right? The subway takes 25 minutes to get here. So subway or train station, whatever you want to call it. I was like, okay, I'm not going to take us. I'll be too late. So I was like, let me take an Uber. The Uber was like, oh, 10 minutes. We get in, the guy is playing a sermon, so I'm like, ooh, like, God, thank you, Jesus, right? And then he starts playing gospel music, so I was like, ooh, we're in the vibe. Then next thing you know, it tells me 15 minutes left. I said, but it said 10 minutes. He can't speak English, but he can speak Spanish, Italian, Portuguese. Oh, so I couldn't communicate with him. Then we took another turn. He said 20 minutes. I said, sir. So I'm trying to look up Portuguese, Italian, how to say it, sir. Like, where are you going? Where are you going? And he's just like, So I'm like, No, like, I was so mad. That's the whole point why I took an Uber, and then, man.
Brittany said I should have just taken the train.
I don't know. I'm like,
that's what you wore to church?
Wait, when did you guys get here?
We just got here. Yeah.
Oh, it's like glowing, bro. I didn't get
Say hey, Talasia.
What's the video?
Yeah. This how she go to church.
That's how I went today to church.
Get her own record, yeah.
Please give her some money because at this point,
I'm at a fancy birthday party and I'm wearing your stuff.
Wow.
look at y'all.
And Dream.
Everybody. Oh, I'm sorry.
I'm gonna film this. Y'all, she's looking good. Wait, look in here. Your body teeth. Ow, ow! The body's doing what it's supposed to be doing. His body. Body on body on body on body. They're so hot. It says gimbal endpoint reached. I did nothing. It said gimbal reach point something. Gimbal endpoint reached.
Let me see. It's the birthday girl. Wait. Show your outfit. Ooh. It's giving.
Okay.
Oh. Can I taste?
No.
Wendy, you trying to adopt me?
Huh?
Wendy, she got slick.
Don't worry.
Wait. Okay. Nope.
Okay.
I want a small one. Or whatever one you want to give me.
It don't matter. It don't matter.
What kind of sushi is that? What kind of sushi is it?
Wagyu beef.
Is it sushi?
Are you reevaluating your choice?
No. I was just trying to see what type of sushi it was.
This one's a wagyu beef.
Oh, I see. The beef is on
taco sushi.
I'm about to say it's only rice on the inside.
Huh?
I'm about to say it's only rice on the
Yeah, that's why I
inside.
was like sushi. Right. But I'm definitely love me some summer Friday.
I did do that for that reason. Like, I'm not a rice type of person.
And then people were like, Tori, take a look at sushi. And I said, okay, but I was like, fine. And I was like, this one. And then I sat there and like, God, I have to go.
Let me see. You get the cheers?
Yeah.
Okay. Wait, I think I did.
You know what I'm saying? That's exactly what
Yeah.
Wait, that's sweet though.
You didn't get the cheers.
At the end of the day,
You got the last cheers. Okay, cheers.
I think for the next time.
Big old $4 price is in this house. I'm gonna put like ding, ding, ding.
I want to learn something. I want to make sure I'm
Okay, what do you get?
having an access to biomedical science is good, but like,
Get it?
Can you get me in the SNMA conference?
So that's
Hey, how? At this point, just hold it. What we getting today? Uh-oh. Hey y'all, so I'm back from brunch. I just walked Omega and went, this looks so crazy in my head. Yeah, I don't know what to do. I'm just really trying to get comfortable so I can study. Everybody went to the library. Literally all my classmates went like immediately to the library and I'm like, I'm going home. I don't know, the library is just, I don't know. I don't know. I don't really like studying in the library that much. Like, I would rather go to another building on our campus where we have our actual department, like where our department people have their, I'm about to say where they live, basically where they live, but like where our department people have their offices. I would rather go in there and study and not the library, but I think that building is closed today. Well, I think the floor where I like to study at is literally right where their offices are, and like they can lock their offices and stuff, but I don't even think that floor is open. Why is that cracking? Yeah, I don't even think like where I like to study at is available, so I'm just gonna stay home. I need to like wash dishes, wash clothes, do all that stuff anyway, so I might as well just stay home, get that knocked out, get studying knocked out. And then that way I can spend a little bit more time with Omega because I have been away from him for a minute. But I'm about to edit. So it's 2:56 right now. I am about to edit this Get Ready With Me I made today. Because that should take like 30 minutes for me to do. Hopefully, because I have... Let me just do this. Ugh. I really hope I don't get stuck with the neuro exam. I kind of hate neuro. Well, let's not say I hate. I'm trying to stop saying I hate stuff. But like, I don't want to do neuro. I don't want to do the neuro exam. I'm going to explain the ICM. My braids look crazy, but I'm going to explain the ICM, what we have to do on Tuesday in a little bit after, like, on my next study break, probably 53 more minutes. But yeah, I'm just studying ICM right now. I've been going for so long and I'm just now getting to the end. I've been this long on one lecture. That's how you know I haven't been putting any effort to it this week. All right, I need something to be playing in the background. Okay, and that was the confusion. That was confusion assessment method to test your neurological for your neurological examination or evaluation. So basically, you want to get the patient to tell you their name, where they are today, and today's date. You also want to draw a figure in the patient's hand. They should be able to tell you what you drew. A common one is number 8, but I'll probably do number 7 just to like spice it up. You also want to get the patient to spell a word forwards and backwards. They should be able to spell it. The word that I am going to pick is world. And you also, it's one more thing. So it's spell the word forwards and backwards. Do the number. And what is the last thing? Count by 7. So count by 7, 7, 14, 21, that's all I got. 28, that's all I got. Okay, so now we're still in neuro exams. So we're gonna be doing sensation. So we're gonna do a light touch. So you're gonna touch different areas bilaterally. Touch the patient's body at different locations bilaterally. Vibration. You do the tuning fork, so you hit it on yourself and they should be able to feel it. So you hit it, put it here. Hit it. Do you just put it at joints? Yeah, bony projection. So hit it and you ask them if they feel it. Proprioception is identify the positional change of the big toe while moving it up and down. I don't want to mess with their toes. I don't want to mess with nobody's toes. So for proprioception neurological exams, it says to identify positional change of the big toe while moving it up and down. If I don't want to mess with their big toe, what can I move up and down?
If you'd prefer not to use the big toe, you can test proprioception with other joints. Here are a few options. Alternatives. 1. Finger. Move the patient's index finger up and down while their eyes are closed. They should identify the direction. 2. Ankle. Move the foot up and down at the ankle joint. 3. Wrist. Flex and extend the wrist, asking them to identify the movement. Pro tip. Just make sure to hold the sides of the finger or toe so they can't guess direction based on your grip. Let me know if you need more options.
Okay, so for sensation neurological exam, you're gonna be testing like light touch, vibration, proprioception, pain, and temperature. Are we getting them to close their eyes with the entire exam or just certain parts like proprioception?
Good question. Typically, for a sensation neurological exam, you'll have the patient close their eyes for most of the tests to ensure they rely on sensation alone. Here's a quick rundown. Eyes closed for 1. Proprioception. 2. Test position sense, like moving the finger or toe. Light touch, using a cotton wisp or your fingertip. 3. Vibration, with a tuning fork on bony prominences. 4. Pain, using a pinprick or dull object for sharp versus dull differentiation. 5. Temperature, with warm and cold objects. Eyes open for instructions and demonstration. Explain each test first, then have them close their eyes. This ensures
Okay, so would it be okay if I have them close their eyes for the entire test? Or would that feel like very weird to have the patient have their eyes closed for that long?
It's totally fine to have the patient close their eyes for the entire sensation test. Just explain why you're doing it so they're comfortable. You can say something like, "Hi, to get the most accurate results, I'll have you close your eyes during these tests so you can focus on the sensations." As long as they know what to expect, they shouldn't feel weird about it.
Hi, my name is Talasia, and I'm just going to be performing a neuro exam on you. So I'm just going to have you close your eyes, just so that you are able to account or you're able to just focus on your senses, and we can have a more accurate test. Does that sound good?
That sounds perfect, Talasia. It's clear, friendly, and sets the right expectations. You're all set to go.
Okay, so light touch, I'm just gonna bilaterally touch the patient. Doesn't matter where, like I can touch their cheek, both of their legs, or I can touch anywhere. Not anywhere, but like I can touch like the appropriate places.
Exactly. For light touch, you can test several areas: upper limbs, like the forearms, lower limbs, like the shins, and torso, like the chest or abdomen. The key is to do it bilaterally, both sides, and in a few spots to compare. Just ensure you're consistent, gentle, and explain what you're doing so the patient knows what to expect.
Okay, so during the sensation part, can I make conversation with the patient, or should they just be focusing, like should it be like just focus on the exam?
It's usually best to keep conversation minimal during the sensation part. This helps the patient focus on what they're feeling. But a little reassurance is fine. You can say things like, "You're doing great," or "Just let me know what you feel." This keeps them engaged, but still focused on the exam.
Okay, and for pain and temperature part, what is usually used for that test, to test the different temperature ranges?
For the pain and temperature part of the sensation exam, pain. Typically, a dull object like a broken tongue depressor is used for dull sensation, or a safety pin or sterile needle can be used for the sharp pain sensation. Temperature, you can use test tubes filled with warm and cold water. Alternatively, a metal tuning fork can be warmed or cooled and applied to the skin. Just make sure to explain what you're doing so the patient knows what to expect.
Okay, stereogenosis. Ask the subject to identify a familiar object with their eyes closed. So like you'll put a pen in their hand.
Exactly. Stereognosis is about identifying objects by touch. So, you'd place a familiar object like a pen, coin, or key in their hand and ask them to identify it with their eyes closed. This tests their ability to recognize objects through touch alone.
And then what's graph aesthesia? Trace a familiar symbol on the patient's palm while their eyes are closed. Isn't that the same as what we did before, where we like trace a number or a letter or something in the patient's palm? Wouldn't that part kind of do both parts of these exams?
You're right. Graph aesthesia, tracing a number or letter on the palm, and the earlier palm tracing you mentioned, both test the brain's ability to interpret touch. So if you've already done palm tracing for a number, letter, you've essentially covered graph aesthesia. It's a neat way to double check sensory processing.
Okay, and then tactile is apply tactile stimulus on each side of the body, and then bilaterally, explain please.
Sure. Tactile extinction tests the brain's ability to recognize touch on both sides of the body simultaneously. Here's how it works. 1. Single touch. Lightly touch one side of the patient's body, like the right hand or cheek, and have them acknowledge it. 2. Bilateral touch. Then simultaneously touch both sides. 3. Assessment. If they feel both touches equally, all good. But if they ignore one side, it could indicate an issue with sensory processing on the opposite side of the brain.
Okay, so touch one side, touch both sides at the same time, and then basically ask the patient if they feel this, if the touch felt the same.
Exactly. After touching both sides, ask the patient something like, "Did that feel the same on both sides?" Or, "Do you feel the touch on both sides?" This helps determine if they have normal sensation or if there's a sensory issue like extinction on one side. Great job.
Oh. Woo.
Olfactory, optic, oculomotor, trochlear and trigeminal, abducens and facial, vestibulocochlear, glossopharyngeal, vagus, accessory hypoglossal. These are all the cranial nerves. Cranial nerves. Olfactory.
Who be coming up with this stuff? Listen, I'm not complaining because I'm about to use it. I'm about to learn it right now. I have this huge pimple. Let's learn it right now. I got 18 minutes. 18 minutes to learn the 12 cranial nerves. Let's do it, okay? So, I need to write them out. So first we're going to learn the names, and then we'll learn what they do. Let's just take it one step at a time, okay? So we have 12. Let's write down the ones we know. So the only one I know is facial. That's 5, because they say 5 fingers to the face, right? 5 fingers to the face. I remember that one. So you have, wait, let me see. Let me make my brain work. You have 1 nose. You have 2 eyes. So ocular is 2. What's this? Olfactory. Okay, yeah. So olfactory, ocular, or optic. Let's put optic. Olfactory, optic, oculomotor, trochlear and trigeminal, abducens and facial, vestibulocochlear, vasopharyngeal, vagus,
Accessory hypoglossal. These are all the cranial nerves. Cranial nerves.
olfactory, optic, oculomotor, trochlear and trigeminal, abducens and facial, vestibulocochlear, vasopharyngeal, vagus,
Accessory hypoglossal.
Okay, let me write them
These are
down.
all the cranial nerves. Cranial nerves.
I'm screaming.
Olfactory, optic,
Ocular, motor, trigeminal, wait, that's 3, 4, facial isn't even 5. 1, 2, 3, oculomotor, 4, trigeminal. No, 5 is trigeminal. 6 is abducens. She skipped some. Okay, now I'm confused. Let's ask Chatina. Okay, so 1 olfactory, 2 optic, 3 oculomotor, 4 trochlear, 5 trigeminal, 6 abducens, 7 facial, 8 9 These are the olfactory, ocular.
Oculomotor,
Let me not say ocular.
trochlear and trigeminal, abducens and facial,
Vestibulocochlear, glossopharyngeal, vagus, accessory, hypoglossal.
These are all the cranial nerves.
Cranial nerves.
Olfactory, optic,
Oculomotor,
trochlear and trigeminal, abducens and facial,
vestibulocochlear, glossopharyngeal, vagus,
accessory, hypoglossal. These are all the cranial nerves. Cranial nerves.
Put me in the booth, coach. Olfactory, optic, oculomotor,
Trochlear and trigeminal, abducens and facial,
vestibulocochlear, glossopharyngeal, vagus, accessory.
hypoglossal. These are all the cranial nerves. Cranial nerves.
Olfactory, optic, oculomotor, trochlear and trigeminal, abducens and facial, vestibulocochlear, glossopharyngeal, vagus, accessory, hypoglossal.
These are all the cranial nerves. Cranial nerves.
Again. Tito. Olfactory, optic, oculomotor, trochlear and trigeminal, abducens and facial, vestibulocochlear, glossopharyngeal, vagus, accessory, hypoglossal.
These are all the cranial nerves. Cranial nerves.
Hey guys, so I just wanted to come in this vlog because, oh my gosh, this is so straight. I just wanted to come in this vlog and just say thank you guys for watching and all that good stuff. Yeah, I'm so tired. I'm about to take my makeup off and take a shower and get in the bed and do some Anki and do an overview sheets and study physio. Because, yeah, I'm not sleepy, but, like, I want to take my makeup off, shower, get in my bed, just relax a little bit. Because, yeah, I'm not sleepy, but I'm tired. It's a difference. If you know, you know. But, yeah, I'll see you guys in the next vlog, whenever that shall be. I'll probably start a new one tomorrow because it's exam week. And I like to record exam weeks and things like that. So, yeah. See y'all. Bye. Mwah.